the world, Temple did that and exercised that at every opportunity. And he was also very instrumental in saving this Gala when it was in danger of going into extinction. Rest in eternal peace, comrade. Hopefully we'll meet again at some point. Comrades and friends, last year I ended my small contribution to this event with a promise to our brothers and sisters in the LGBTQ plus community. I said that the council had took down the pride flag from County Hall, and I promised that the DMA and our friends and our marrows and comrades in the trade union movement would make sure that flag flew higher than ever. And thanks and due to the magnificent leadership of the Chair of the Durham Miners Association, Stephen Guy, that promise was fulfilled with the help of the trade unions and others in the community who wanted to see hope, not hate. Thanks to everybody who supported that. Anniversary of the 1926 strike.
We helped organise today's event alongside the DMA and the National Union of Mine Workers.
Probably one of the most important days in history. It's more important we remember these occasions. It should be remembered every year, not just once every 100 years. For me personally, more important now that people join a union, people stick together and people fight against the far right.
And the spirit of the general strike is still relevant today. The motto of the Durham Miners Association, the past we inherit and the future we build.
But today's not about just looking backwards. We've got striking workers here from the Birmingham bin dispute, we've got striking workers here from the Mining Museum, and we've got striking workers here from Barnsley Hospital.
We fought like hell in 84-85 to maintain an industry. We need to be stand side by side. So only way we can defeat them unscrupulous bosses. Capitalism's a problem. Capitalism is the root of all the evils that we're facing, and we need to stand together.
Trade union movement's still alive, we're still flourishing, and it's great to see younger people turning up and getting an interest, because at the end of the day, they're the future.
For 9 days, workers in Britain came together in solidarity with each other. They came together for people they did not know and for people they may never meet.
And I'm proud, as a Durham miner, as a miner from the North East, who was stoned with many of the people who were in here in 84-85. The DMA, along with the Yorkshire miners, the Scottish miners, and miners throughout the country, played a massive part in shaping the history of this nation. It's relevant now as it was 100 years ago, and I think it's important that we remember the sacrifice that our communities around the whole of the British Isles made, the sacrifices they made to give us the standard of living we've got now.
We've got poverty, austerity running wild, the threat of right-wing governments. We've got to fight back, and I'm proud to be associated with that.
Hi, my name's Steve, I'm a Unite the Union activist. I'm a former miner, so today for me means quite a lot, but for the wider trade union community, this literally stands for everything that we represent. Community and standing in defiance of the people that are trying to attack us and those that can't stand up for themselves. That's the whole purpose of today.
Union! Power! Union! 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 Power! 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 Union! 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 Power! Power!
Standing together to win, shoulder to shoulder. That is what trade unionism is to me. We are the labour movement. We are the stake in the ground. Instead of picking the pockets of pensioners, tax the rich.
When workers organise, backed by their union, they win. Friends, sisters and brothers, our next speaker stands at the heart of today's trade union movement.
She began her working life in a care home in the northwest and as a qualified social worker. She became involved in her union in the 1980s and served as her union's president in 2022. After securing a 60% of the vote, she was elected as General Secretary of the Union in December last year. She represents more than 1 million public sector workers, the people who keep our hospitals running, carrying our communities going, educate our children and hold this country together. She's been a determined voice for fairness in work and has highlighted the importance of grassroots activism and collective action amongst her trade union members and across the labour movement. Please welcome, first time speaker at the big meeting, I'm sure it'll not be the last, General Secretary of Unison, Andrea Egan.
Comrades, thank you so much. I'd also like to add, I'm the first lay member activist to run the trade union. And it really is an honour for me to stand here in front of you and speak today, because for the last 15 years I've been on that side, very proudly marching with my branch banner. So this is an absolutely inspiring demonstration of class solidarity for me. Being here in Durham actually reminds us of our shared history, that it is always us, the working class, who've been the driving force behind social change. Just look where we come from. From the factories, the mills, the slums of the early 19th century, the working class didn't always have trade unions to protect them. They had nothing, but they still agitated, they still fought, and they still rebelled because they knew their lives were worth more. And when they won, when the working day was shortened, when the shop floor got safer, it wasn't because the ruling class developed a conscience. No, it was because the working class, against all odds, against hostile politicians, bosses and courts, they fought them all, defied them all, and they won. And when our class is combined, we become powerful, permanently changing this country for the better. You know, we've got no weekends, limits on working hours, a minimum wage, maternity pay, holiday pay, health and safety at work, better sickness and pension benefits, equal pay and workers' representation in Parliament. And then we won the welfare state, a new way of living. And that absolutely, completely transformed the lives of working class people in the 20th century. And each year, comrades past come here to Durham to celebrate, to organise and to hold the banners high. But comrades, we're not just here to honour them. We're here to fight for the workers of today and the tomorrow. Because right now, millions upon millions of people in this country are struggling. Families with children going hungry. Public services are in tatters. Our members are overworked, they're underpaid and disrespected, while the wealth piles up to the top. Yet even with all that facing us, politicians are still more interested in spending money on weapons and foreign wars rather than investing in our people, meeting the demands of the generals or of Donald Trump and leaving workers by the wayside. It is absolutely shameful. Friends, it is up to us. It is up to us, and we need to stand on our own 2 feet. The workers who first fought back without their own organisations knew that. We should be picking up their spirit, carrying the flag of socialism, organising hard, getting ready to fight and preparing to strike. Sending a message to those in power, bosses and politicians alike, that it is us, the working class, who keep this country running. And we've got to start building real power so they sit up when we say we will not accept any more pay cuts or poverty. We will not accept a broken country anymore. And we will